everyone, this is Red and Four Guys in a Comic, and today we'll be talking about Secret Empire. Yes, Secret Empire issue number 3. Wow, another great read. Lots of stuff going on in this. Let's dive into it, shall we? But before we do, we've got to look at some of those great variant covers that are out there. Alright, we have 3 of them for this issue. This would be one of them. And the other one, take a look at that one. And the third one would be the Campbell. And I don't have that one to show you. I'm so sorry. But anyways, let's dive into this issue. Lots of stuff going on in here. Where to begin? Well, let's begin at the beginning. All right. Kind of taking where the last panel left off from Secret Empire issue number 2. We have Captain America there. Or should we now say just Steve Rogers. He's there, you know, helping this poor damsel in distress. And it turns out she's been bitten in the fangs by that monster that he rescued her from. And she's dying because of poison. And of course, you know, she's like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "I really don't remember everything. I just kind of woke up here in the forest." But he can only remember the basics. But he's like, "But I'm going to help you. You know, let me get you out to stream and get you some fresh water and find you some help." So he picks her up and carries her to do so. Then it breaks into, here we got Star-Lord with Groot and Rocket. And basically kind of recapping what's going on Earth to some people, some leaders that could possibly help Earth. And these guys are like, "So yes, we're very familiar with Earth and all of your people on it. And well, so Earth is in trouble? Well, death to Earth! Hell, what's it again? Hydra, yes." So it didn't go as well as it was planned. And of course, you know, Star-Lord reaches out to Carol Danvers and says, "Hey, you know what? Mission failed. They're not going to help us. In fact, they're against us." And she's basically like, "Okay, well, you know what? I got problems over here. Thanks for trying." And so, you know, she kind of recaps the, you know, all the problems they're going through and how the space station is in trouble and they're losing oxygen and they're patching up and making repairs and fixing things out. And so here we go into Newark, and look at this. So it appears that somebody here, Natasha, is wanting to meet with somebody, and she had a meeting set up. And of course, you know, Boomerang is there, and he's like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, she's in the back room. Person you want to meet." So who is it? Ah, yes, Maria Hill. Maria Hill is there to help Natasha, and she gives her the plans of Captain America's schedule. Yes, and Natasha knows where he's going to be and when and all the good stuff, and decides, all right, she's going to use this as her time to take him out. And from there, we see something going on. Somebody on a stage in front of hundreds of people has a ticking time bomb going on their heart, and our young Avengers are there to try to stop them. So what does Wasp do? She shrinks herself down to go inside the person's body to stop these little nanites from blowing up. But they do anyways. Turns out that they were in a room. It was all holographic projection, and it was just another, you know, test. And of course they failed miserably, and Natasha explains, "Have you ever considered it would just be easier instead of trying to save her, to kill her, and save the hundreds of people? You know, needs of the one outweigh the needs of the few or the many." And yeah, there's some Star Trek references in this as well. Some good ones. I'll let you read them to find out. So we go back to Montana, and of course, some talking going on here about some recap stuff. All right, I'm not going to bore you with all the details. But I like this next stuff. The Hydra Youth Annual Science Fair on the mall. Yes. So it turns out Captain America is personally going around looking at children's science expositions and the stuff that they've been working on. One kid, you know, has a Inhuman detector. And of course, Maria Hill is, of course, what's her face? Oh my gosh, all of a sudden I'm drawing a blank. I've been talking too much here. So, you know, Sharon, thank you, Sharon, she's still, you know, not with Captain on all this. And something comes up, an emergency, and Captain America is called away to the sit room. And it turns out they've uncovered a piece of the Cosmic Cube fragment in Atlantis. Yes, it's with Namor. So, Hydra group goes out there and takes them all out. And of course it's being led by Baron Zemo, and you know, all this stuff is going on, and it turns out the cube was fake and it was placed there, and who knows how many more fake cube fragments are out there that have been placed by Namor. And of course Captain America has them killed, and decides, hey, you know what? If anyone wants to play this game, we'll play along too. And they destroy Atlantis. So something else comes up. Another shard has appeared. Captain America's like, you know what? I'm going to take this one on personally. Avengers, assemble. And so they go to head out. And as they do, we get the little story going on over here, with Sam, again, who's trying to, get our Avengers out of the country. And who would show up? But Pym, yes. So he's like, oh, yes, let's bring them in. It's time to wage a war, I guess. So we'll see what happens with that. We get back into Steve Rogers in this place where he's at with this damsel in distress, gets her to the water and river, and of course she dies, and basically saying that he'll make it, don't worry. Alright, there's always a better tomorrow. Alright. Get back into Newark, and of course, Boomerang is over there, he's got his gal, got a bunch of money, steps in the bathroom, and just realizes that there is a bomb inside of his bathroom, which explodes, takes him down, and somebody's there for information. And who would it be? The Punisher. Hailing Hydra. Yes, alright, pretty cool. Instead of a Punisher shirt, he's wearing a Hydra shirt. Oh, I love that. Actually, it was pretty good art on this panel. Or page, I should say. It's a full page. Man. So that was basically Secret Empire issue number 3 wrapped up. Probably not as great as the last one, and I'll have high hopes for the next one. So that's this week's Secret Empire stuff, guys. Hope you like it. Check it out. Check out all our other videos. We have some really great information in all of them. And if you missed anything, it's a good way to find it out. So, remember, Hail Hydra, cut off one head. 2 more shall take its place.